sensitizing police for an empowered society. First of all, what is the ideal police meant to do or meant to be? They should be Samvedi police, trained impeccably in mind and body, combining values with a sense of purpose towards the people and society. They should be tough yet humane, fearless yet compassionate, physically fit but never forgetting the ethical code. They should be competent, courageous, smart, and sensitized. This is the need of the hour. So, what do we do? Ethical and legal conduct is something which has to be necessarily implicated or imparted in the minds of police, the officer trainees, when they undergo training. The human rights derive from the inherent dignity of the human person, and hence law enforcement officials should at all times respect and obey the law, and they have to fulfill the duty imposed on them by law by serving the community and by protecting all persons against illegal acts consistent with the with the high degree of responsibility required by their profession. Thus we come to the dictum, police are public and public are police. So law enforcement officials should not commit any act of corruption, and they shall rigorously oppose and combat all such acts which do so. And they should also respect and protect human dignity and maintain and uphold the human rights of all persons. So in order to ensure the effective working of police in terms of community policing, the following suggestions I'd like to give. First of all, they should establish a partnership between police and law-abiding members of the community. Secondly, they should adopt a community relations policy and an effective plan of action to implement the same. Thirdly, recruit police officers from all sectors of the community, irrespective of the caste, gender, etc., etc. And fourthly, to train officers to deal with diversity. For example, in the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, they have adopted a comprehensive training program under which the officer trainees, wherever they are posted, whichever cadre they are posted, they shall be taught about the native language, about their culture, the various aspects of the people living there and everything, so that once they get posted, once they join the particular state or district, they don't find it difficult to mingle with the common people there. And then establish community outreach and public information programs, like how we have legal literacy campaigns. They should also be campaigns where the police public relationships, the rapport is maintained and implemented effectively. And next, to liaise regularly with all groups in the community. Then build contacts with the community through non-enforcement activities. Then assign officers to a permanent neighborhood beat. The beat system, as you all know, the beat system should be permanent, consistent, and the persons should be on a role basis. And then increase community participation in policing activities and community-based public safety programs. Involve the community in identifying problems and concerns, because the common people are the ones who witness and experience whatever is going on in the society. So their opinions should also be taken into account by the police officers. Then use creative problem solving approaches to develop responses to specific community problems, including non-traditional tactics and strategies. And then coordinate policies, strategies and activities with other government agencies and also with non-governmental organizations. There are many organizations like the Friends of Police, which we usually see near the Taramani bus stop, who help especially the traffic department, the traffic personnel in their day-to-day activities. Similarly, in Tamil Nadu, we have slogans like Kavalthurai Ungal Nanban and stuff, and many others, to ensure that police are servants of public. And then moving on to capacity building, I would like to recommend the following to improve capacity building in police administration. First of all, healthy public police relationships, which is the need of the hour, and police should work as public servants. They must work for the welfare of people and not be directors or dictators. And then selection of able candidates. In the coming time for improvement of police administration, the candidates selected in police must be capable, and the selection process should be made more objective, scientific. Qualification emoluments of the policemen must be substantially reversed so as to attract better persons who are able to meet the demand of the society, and they must also be made aware of their duties, which can be possible only if the selection process for state police services is changed. The third one I would like to recommend is use of scientific methodology. One of the major reasons which are responsible for the bad reputation of police is the methodology which are used during investigations. They are very cruel and inhuman. That's what the bitter reality is, and those methods must be changed, and scientific methods have to be used, like mind mapping, narco tests, etc. And the investigation should be conducted in a transparent way. For a top class investigation, there is need to develop a specialized cell to deal with each type of major crimes. And police also lack the interest factor in conducting investigation unless their superior is able and willing to direct and also involved in the investigation process. Therefore, a credible, transparent and effective method should be evolving to make police accountable towards the public. And then I would like to recommend modernization, which is nothing but police must use new methods, new sources and modern means of transport, modern arms, etc., and also scientific methods in the process of investigation. And then I would like to recommend rapid action on complaints. Delay can be the reason for the loss of people's trust which has gone from the police. For the improvement of police administration, the police must take rapid action on complaints of the people. People want that police must not only hear their problems, they should take decisions, they should give them rapid justice. So police must work on this side also. And the public police relation should be made technological, high-tech and technologically sound. Next, I would like to talk about provision of adequate facilities. Police is generally suffering from lack of resources, adequate force and transport, etc., etc. Until and unless they are not satisfied in their jobs, they cannot do the assigned duty properly. So, for decreasing the corruption and increasing the efficiency, police must be given proper facilities. Next, legitimate use of powers and rights. Police must use their duties and rights properly. Whenever police use their powers and rights beyond their limits, its consequences has to be borne by the reputation of police. The attitude of police towards people must be changed, and the fear factor among the public to approach police for their grievances should be removed by strengthening more community policing initiatives. And the educational standard of policemen need to be enhanced for changing their attitude and behavior. Next, establishment of branch of public relations. For saving the public from problems and misbehavior of police, there must be a branch of public relation in every police station, and the one who is employed in these branches must be a common citizen who not only registers the complaints but also takes active steps to give justice to the victims. It will also result into better rapport between police and public. Nextly, better relations with mass media. Next, arrangements of exhibitions, games, police fairs and seminars. Police have to arrange exhibitions, games, fairs, seminars, etc., so that they come into contact with public and share each other's news, ideas, feelings, and this will also help to improve police administration. Nextly, training of police functions in schools and colleges. Government has to provide training of police functions, the problems which are faced by the police in schools and colleges, so the coming and the new generation will understand the functions of police and become a vigilant citizen. Nextly, prevention of corruption. Corruption is the evil which has been rooted in every field, but it is more established in the police department because it is very famous that police are not only misbelieved but also take bribe. So stringent punishments must be awarded to the corrupt policemen, and police complaint authority should be provided with more teeth to deal with the menace of corruption and other irregularities. Nextly, lack of political interference. The efficiency of police can be increased by decreasing the decreasing political interference. Generally, politicians use police for their own work, and they are compelled to do illegal or legal work on the order of politicians. So this must be decreased so as to improve the efficiency in police administration. Next, rigid discipline for police department is the essence of police service. Nextly, I would like to talk about gender sensitization. Need for police to behave in a gender sensitive manner in dealing with violence against women. Say for example, how they deal with a rape victim should be different from how they deal with a woman offender and stuff like that. So they should be trained in a way so as to deal properly with the gender sensitive crimes, be it women related crimes or women committing the crimes. And mainstreaming gender in police is also a huge area of concern, because as we all know, the number of female police officers is drastically lower when compared to the number of male officers, though this trend is a bit changing in the past few years. There should be a balance in both the numbers, for which more women have to come out and step into the police service. And then on a concluding note, I would like to say that police administration is a complex and sensitive field of public administration in India. Its dimensions are multi-phased and varied, and hence I would like to again go back to my introductory part, which says that police should be samvedi, they should be sensitized, because only sensitized police can create vigilant citizens and promote harmony, well-being and welfare of the entire country. A strong police system is the need of the hour, which should be highly sensitized. They should be sensitized oriented, and their capacity should be built so that the society can be reformed and also be a crime-less society. So thank you.